Hello YouTube, my name is The Legend of the S and welcome to the final stop on the road to E3. After going through Super Smash Bros., F-Zero and Metroid, we finally reached the ending, the final stop on this road. And today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite plumber, Mario, in a somewhat divisive franchise in the Paper Mario series. Yeah, let's go with divisive. As in, there's two games that people love, two games that people hate, and one that I've seen being both loved and hated because it strayed away from the path of Paper Mario. And that's, I just said it, I didn't want to say, but it's in the title. The song's already playing, probably. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about Paper Mario. Now, obviously, what type of Paper Mario will we see on the Switch? What type of Paper Mario will we see it at E3? And when will it come out? Well, first things first, let's talk about will we see... Well, let's start with what can we expect to see it at E3? I don't think so, honestly. Paper Mario, of all the franchises that I've spoken about in this series, is the one that had the most recent game. Paper Mario Color Splash came out in 2016. Now, although that was the same time that Metroid Federation Force came out, Federation Force is not a mainline game in the Metroid series. So the last Metroid, the true last Metroid game, was in 2010 with Other M. Then obviously, F-Zero has been since 2003, if I'm not mistaken, the last game it received, and Super Smash Bros. Last game was in 2014. So out of all of them, the one that has the least likelihood of having a new game come out in the near future is Paper Mario. But note the fact that I said new game. Now, I could see Nintendo unveiling a Paper Mario at E3. However, not the traditional, not a new Paper Mario, or even a new RPG Paper Mario, or an action-adventure Paper Mario, or side-scroller RPG Paper Mario. Wow, Paper Mario really has gone through a lot of genres, hasn't it? No, I'm talking about a remake. And what remake would they make? Well, the one that fans have been asking for a while. Much like F-Zero and Metroid, I think that Nintendo will probably, most likely, maybe not, probably not, make a remake of the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Why? Because it's the one that fans have been asking for. Much like F-Zero and Metroid, I think that this could be a game that Nintendo announces and shows off and releases to show that they do listen to their fan base. Like I said before, Nintendo does listen to their fan base. People just, they don't listen immediately, and people complain about it. Complain about it immediately when things we need to wait and see. I remember when Star Fox Zero was about to come out and we had the Nintendo Direct that showcased what the amiibo did. I remember people complaining and bitching on the internet, and then when it was announced that, hey, you guys can stop, it's not really locked to the amiibos, it can be unlocked, people said, Nintendo listens, see? It's like, sometimes they do listen. They listen with Breath of the Wild. Other times, we are the ones that are complaining over nothing before we know everything. Now, people are complaining about the way Paper Mario has been going. Mostly because Color Splash and Sticker Star. Now, I have yet to hear people really endorse and say that they like the Paper Mario, Paper Mario, the Sticker Star. I heard people already saying good things about the Color Splash. The game was in fact at least somewhat good. Now, obviously that could mean a lot of things. It could mean that the story is good, but the gameplay could do some improvements. So a new Paper Mario too soon would be kind of iffy. And going back to the other three games that Paper Mario has received, the original, The Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario, all of these three games are either beloved or in one case hated from some parts of the fanbase that I've seen. I'm not saying that everyone hates the game, I'm just saying that from what I've seen, some people don't enjoy it. So of all the three, which one would be the one that would be remade? Well, the Thousand Year Door, because it's the one that people universally beloved and call it the best Paper Mario. Although, from what I've heard, there's a big flaws that the game has in some points. People ignore it because, hey, it's the Thousand Year Door and we love it. But when would this game be released? Well, honestly, maybe early next year, to go on with what I said in my F-Zero video, to go with Animal Crossing and F-Zero to be the perfect complement, maybe even the one that builds on momentum on the Thousand Year Door, on Animal Crossing, which would be the perfect game for an April release, or even not April release, would be very good for this game. Give it breathing room. It could, again, much like I think I said in the Metroid video, not just give breathing room, but showcase the different types of games that Nintendo has and diversify the install base and diversify the type of games. Like this year, Nintendo is basically 2 major single-player games in Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, and everything else is online multiplayer. Splatoon 2, ARMS, Pokken, Mario Kart, maybe the release of Super Smash Bros. Having games like Metroid, F-Zero, and Paper Mario gain goodwill with fans, and they could make, again like Metroid, big splash in the news and the media, and have people talking about Nintendo like crazy, because they're games that people have been asking for, because it's games that people love. So yeah, the chances of being any 3, 4 out of 10 if it's a new game. If it's covers Thousand Year Door, maybe a 6. Yeah, 6 is a good number. So yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been the Legend of the S, and I'll see you guys next time.